Hello everyone, my name is WoltyBird and welcome to Techopolis by Ben Benlaw. This is Skyblock. We're playing Skyblock. I'm here in the sky and we're on a block. Actually multiple blocks and a very magenta one. So, welcome to Techopolis 3. Please read the quests in this section. Blah 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 blah. World types. There are world types. We are in the Skyblock. That's cool. That doesn't like wonky stuff with the quest book based on like what version or what kind of world you're on, but that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. We have ultimine, or we're going to have ultimine eventually. Ores do spawn, not useful. Villagers are bad. Custom machinery, that's going to be fun. Research, that's a big part. Useful tips, you can use dark mode button at the bottom of your inventory to enable dark mode. Default set to zoom in. There are mobs. They don't spawn at night. Okay. That's interesting, so we don't actually have to worry about lighting. There's a guidebook, and there are shaders. Alright. So I haven't seen anything from this pack, but I'm guessing it's somewhat similar to the other Ben Benlaw packs, which means we're gonna start with dirt. Grass blocks. The world contains grass blocks. Thank you. And I just chose a sapling without really thinking, but that's fine. I think we'll go with lime. I like lime, it's a nice color. I got cyan, that's fine. You also get tech bucks, which you're gonna make into a catalog eventually, so that'll be fun. And I guess I'll just get some wood. Sounds good. So here's an example of the world-specific stuff. World-specific SF, which is super flat, and skyblock. The resource curio allows some blocks to drop additional items. Bone meal. Dirt, when broken with a resource curio equipped in a curio slot, will drop a range of additional resources, including bone meal, twigs, and rocks. Okay. Yeah, that's the same thing. And we can craft saplings with twigs and sticks. Awesome. So I'm guessing, did we get one? Sapling grower. Oh, we have a sapling grower. That's actually pretty neat. Let's see here. How do we make that? That is a bone meal and stick. Well, that's pretty simple. And the resource curio is literally a piece of dirt. So I think we're going to start with that. We're going to make it. There we go. All right, so if I now break this, we get dirt. And we... Oh, that's grass. Okay, so if we break dirt, we get the dirt back and we get something else. That's actually pretty neat, so I don't lose anything from doing this, which is nice. Okay, but that's cool. So, let's make a crafting table. Let's get that set up. I'm gonna look at the quest in just... That's where I wanted to put that. I'm gonna look at the quest in just a sec. I just want to craft the thing. Sticks. Okay, never mind. Can these be made into sticks? Oh, they can. They are sticks. There we go. All right. So, rocks, twigs have been gotten. Next is gonna be a stick, which I just made, but I'm gonna have to make again. All right. And also, one rock can be crafted into one cobblestone. That's wild. Like, that's actually wild. Any other pack you ever play that's Skyblock, it's never just a 1-to-1 ratio. So that's pretty neat, actually. Okay, next we have planks, which we can do like this. You can also craft them using 4 sticks, but we don't really have to do that right now. I'm gonna take that. Wooden shears, I'm assuming. Wow, that is incredible. I did it right the first time. And then leaves. Okay, so now we can actually try out the sapling grower. Now we do this, and then that. Huh. I mean, I know it said instant, but that was way more instantaneous than I expected. I should probably also just real quick make an axe. I'm going to use magenta for crafting, and I'm going to use lime for building. So I think the axes actually pull down the whole tree at the same time. I'm going to try that. And, oh, okay, I actually got a sapling. Cool, I thought I lost that sapling. So if I do that and then this, that takes the whole tree. Okay, that's way faster. And of course, because, you know, pure logic, we can take the leafy string, or the leaves, and we can make string, which can make wool. So now I have all of that, and then we make a bed. And now I'm using the green for crafting, but that's fine, because I have a lot of it. Alright, we have a bed. And many tech bucks, which I can't use before we get the catalog, but that's okay as well. Let's see here, next part is going to be the crafting table. I think I went a bit fast for my own good. I'm going to put it here. We'll make a wall eventually. Axe and a chest. Okay, well, you know, we do have a little bit of a setup going. Stockroom catalog. Started list containing of chest found in show containers. Chest. Okay, so if I put something in here. Oh, locate. Okay, so if I... That's pretty neat. Isn't that like the... I know there's an item from RF Tools. I don't know if it's still in the game, but it used to be. Where it will show you where the item is. It's kind of like that. But it doesn't require power, which is good. And then a stone pickaxe, so we need stone. Alright. So looking at the quest right now, we're probably just mainly going to need a lot of cobblestone. 3 compressed cobblestone for a hammer? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we're mining dirt. That's why I made a shovel. This is fun. Question is though, when or how are we going to automate stone? So, looks like we only have the advanced miner. And that is a multi-block structure, which we need research for. So the basic miner, that's a sturdy machine frame stone hammer. And for that, we are going to need... Okay, that's not actually that bad. And then I think the miner, if we get that back. There we go. If we hold G on this, we should get the machine block. Yeah, there we go. So these are from another pack I can't remember the name of. Or maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't this. It was some other pack. But anyways, you could use those to make your resources. Oh, no, wait. I remember where it was from. I had to look it up. And it's from... It's from the same pack, but it's the last version. So it's Techopolis 2. That's where it's from. That makes sense. Alright. This should give us enough to make 3 compressed cobblestone. Sick. Which means we can make... Oh, we can also make a furnace now. So we could get a catalog. I'm kind of interested to see what we can buy from there. So for those that haven't played any Ben packs before, or any Opolis packs, I guess, the way that they work is you don't really get quest rewards. You get currencies instead, and that currency can be used in the catalog to buy stuff. If I remember correctly. I know that there are some packs where you can sell things into the catalog or something like that, like a seller, and you get money, and it's a whole thing. It's been a while since I played any of these, though, so I can't remember. Either way, let's start smelting that. And let's make this stone hammer. Because that's probably good to have. So this can make gravel, right? Clicking on a block of cobblestone with a hammer will create gravel. Alright, so if I do this, and then this. Gravel. And logic will dictate that's sand. Alright. And then there's the same thing, but for shovels. That makes sense as well. Faster resources. Right-clicking on a block of dirt with an excavator will drop all loot that spawns when breaking dirt with the resource curio. Okay, well, let's give that a try then. Not having to place and break all the dirt, that would be a bit of a bonus here. So let's do that. Let's do this. And... there we go. So if I do this now... Okay, no, it still breaks it, but we can do this then, I'm guessing. Yeah, you can just do this. That's fast. That's a lot faster. That's like almost a stack of cobblestone. Okay. And also, that is our catalog. I'll place it here. Actually, I'll do it there. So, TechBlock. And it shows you what you can buy with the amount that you have. So, right now we can buy rocks. We can buy rocks. That's, that looks to be pretty much it. I mean, we can buy jungle sapling, but I'm not really interested. Wait, did I have more? Oh, I have way more. We could buy a charging station. We could buy a clipboard. Catalog book. No idea why we have that, but whatever. Building building gadgets. That's a nice one. And Techium placer machines. Yeah, we haven't unlocked that, so it doesn't really matter. Well, that's all neat stuff to have. But first, I am gonna start doing some building. Because I want more space. Because I am spoiled. And I love having more space. Alright, that's a little bit more space. So, that's done. This is done. That's done. And that is done. Hey, we got an apple. Nice. So next is going to be charcoal. And guess what? That's the normal way you make charcoal. Who could have guessed? Oh, I also actually missed one here. So we need to make wooden gears. I could probably do that if I had some wood. I'm going to make this into my growing spot. This is going to be where I do that. Let's get one of these. And let's get the sapling grower and grow. Okay, so wooden gear from Techopolis. That's how we make the scaffolding for the modular machinery as well. And then we need to make a wooden hopper. Guess what? Pretty easy if you have enough wood for it. That's enough wood for it. It's like that. Quest complete. Tech bugs achieved. Charcoal achieved. And torch and mini coal and chapter complete. Right? Yes? Yes. Chapter complete. There we go. The first of many. So, let's see. What can we do now? Can we buy anything else that's interesting? Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, no, seems... I mean, we could buy slime balls. Could probably buy that before as well, but that's cool, I guess. So, as you might be able to tell from these first couple of quest lines here, you don't really get a lot of things like storage options and machine options, and that's because those are locked behind the tech tree, which is research. So, you need to actually do research to unlock things like the flight block, which is just local flight, or the alloy kiln, or obsidian for that matter, you need to research. And to do that, you need the researcher, which is way down here somewhere. There we go. It's the second to last quest in the basic chapter. So that's a while. But I've always liked these kind of packs where... I need more stone. Okay, thank you. You could have told me that earlier. I've always liked these kinds of packs where you're... I mean, locked not being the right word, because we're not really locked. We can still do stuff. But where you actually have to progress instead of just, oh, well, I skipped 15 steps and just made this new thing. That's cool, right? Because that just gets a bit repetitive. Because it's the same thing every time. But now I have to use the things that he wants me to use to do stuff. Which sometimes is good, admittedly. Sometimes it might be bad, depending on the pack maker. But, I mean, I'm glazing Ben here really hard, but he's always made really good packs. I don't think I've ever played a bad Ben Law pack. But now we are moving into having, I mean, almost, I want to say almost having machines. We just need some more stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. I want a faster furnace as well. Do we have that yet, or do we need to wait? I'm guessing most of this stuff is locked, probably. I mean, there are compressed furnaces. Guessing those kind of work like a jumbo furnace. But that's a while away. So let's take this and make that gear. Let's make a new wood gear as well. Okay, so here we are moving into the first couple of machine things, which is going to be a flopper. It's going to be a ambient water collector, which needs a simple machine frame, and the cloche, which needs the same, and just a lot of stone. We just need to smelt. I'll smelt a stack, actually. We just need so much of this stuff. So the flopper is a hopper, but it does other stuff as well. It does fluids. I'm so descriptive. My English abilities, like my linguistical skills, are just magnificent sometimes, man. Incredible. Let's put you in there, you in there. Have you do the thing. We could also, in the meantime, make this the simple machine frame, which means we need to make more of these guys. I'm hoping we can automate this at some point, because it's gonna get really annoying. Actually, we can check. Is there a way to automate these? Metal press. Oh, that's really easy. Okay, well, that's cool. And we need more sticks. Yay. So that's the simple machine frame done. I need more. Way more. I mean, I'm kind of assuming right now, based on how this looks, that we need both. Oh, Jesus. Both items, because it looks like we need to put water into here. Oh, no. Maybe we just need the water for the strainer. That would make sense. But anyways. Flopper, super easy. I'll just take these. There we go. Make one of those. If I had a stone gear, which I don't, because I'm poor. There we go, flopper. I'll make this one first, because this one is going to have to just... Oh my god, I need another flopper. Jesus Christ, Ben. I was glazing you, but now, I don't know, man. I might be a Ben hater. That's a lie, but I might be, who knows. Stone. There we go. It's just the fact that I need to, like, triple smelt everything. It's so annoying. Let's do that. Let's get more of you. And just one more time. Alright, first machine done. Ambient water collector. So we need a tank now, then, I'm guessing. Can I make a tank of any kind? We don't have redstone, so that's a big no-go. Structural tank is definitely not something that's gonna happen right now. And not that either. Alright, well, no. Well, I have the cloche as well. And let's place the cloche. I don't really know where I want to have machines later on. Because the way I'm expecting this pack to work is that I'm probably going to have to automate each much of the like Techium steps, like the tiers, which means I probably want a production line for each one separately. So we'll do like general machinery this way and then the production lines that way. That'll be fine. Yeah, that looks good. That's definitely what I was thinking. Let's see here. So if I put one dirt with one lime sapling and then press on, that's gonna take, so 20 per second, which would be 10 seconds to 200, which is 50 seconds, so it's like a minute. So good at math. I could have just done 60 times 2, but that's whatever. Yeah, I want that to be faster. Which is good, because we have upgrades. So I need to make an upgrade base. That's expensive. So if we make an upgrade base, let's see what upgrades we have. So we have fixed speed upgrade 1. Reduces total time for crops to grow. Up to 3 can be placed in the cloth. Main output upgrade, and no other drops. Main output saplings only drop wood. Alright, so that would mean getting canola seeds, taller short grass, which means we need bone meal, which I have, so that's fine. But I don't have any grass. Did I remove all the grass? I did remove all the grass. That's fun. Oh, we can use a wheat seed on grass, or on dirt to make it back. And I think we can buy wheat seeds, maybe? Is that a thing? It is not. Huh. Okay, well, this all turned into something very interesting. So how, strainer. Okay, you know what? We'll get it eventually, it's fine. And this is already actually produced quite a bit, so that's neat. Well, then we can start working on the next thing. In the meantime, so I'll just put you in here, which will be the wooden mesh. Very difficult, very hard, and it's done. Next part is going to be the strainer. A bit more difficult, a bit more expensive. So we need another one of these. And, oh god. I'm just going to make a bunch of them. How many wooden gears can I make? I'm going to make 9. There we go. That'll hold me over for like a minute. Or actually, no, it might not. But whatever. So we'll do that, make a stone gear, boom, bang, beam. And then wood. 1. Thank you. See, this is the part about playing, oh god, we need another mesh. About playing SKYBLOCK packs that I prefer over normal packs where you can like explore stuff. Because automation happens so quickly in these packs. Like now we have automated wood. It's right there. And I can make more cloches and I can just like speed up the process and we can have multiple woods being automated. Multiple crops at the same time with just different cloches. And I mean, right now they're a bit expensive. But realistically, in like a minute, they're going to be super cheap. I also kind of want to make the area out here with a different color. I think I'm going to go with magenta. And I lost my other magenta sapling, so here we go. We'll start doing that. So, do I need to make another flopper to make this work? If I place the strainer here... Okay, you're going to need a... let's see here. You're going to need another one of these mesh guys. Okay, one pet peeve of mine. Any mesh mods, including like some sifting mods, where you need to put like more... It has a max use. That just ticks me off. I never like that. Oh well. Obtain from the strainer. Yeah, so we need to put water in here. And I'm guessing if I do this, that's not gonna... No. Can we make a bucket of some kind? Like a rudimentary wooden bucket. Is that a thing? No. So we need a flopper. God damn it. This should work, right? I can't tell if there's like... That doesn't seem to work. I mean, this is gaining water. But this doesn't do anything. Is there a thing? Source block of fluid above it. A flopper can place fluids in the world. Oh, so it needs to be one block higher. Right. Understandable. Hopefully I can remove this once it's made a full bucket. Because this is... No, it's kind of gorgeous, actually. Looks really good. Oh, it worked! Yep, no, that's exactly what I wanted it to do. Oh my god, that's beautiful. So does this actually work? How do I tell if this works? So now it's in. Oh! That looks better. Input item. What do you mean input item? Strainers, mesh upgrades, output upgrades, Oh! So, we need to put the thing we wanted to strain. So we want to be straining dirt. There we go. Let's put a couple of these in here. Hope we get a seed. That'll be really useful. We also need to get clay, which we get from dirt. 100% default chance. Neat. And now we can actually make a bucket. It's kind of useless, but it's a bucket nonetheless. Oh, we gave rocks as well. Nice. That also means we're gonna have to figure out a way to mass produce dirt. So how would we go about doing that? Oh, you can make it with leaves. That's something, at least. Do we get... No, we don't get leaves from here because we need the shears upgrade, which we can make. I'm probably gonna make that right away and waste this upgrade guy. I feel like getting automatic leaves is gonna be good if that's how we make the dirt. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking the best way to go about everything, also dark mode. Oh yes, let's do perfect dark. Toasted light, okay. Because we are gonna get this soon, the brick blast furnace, which you can use to take cobblestone and turn it straight into smooth stone. We need 8 and an extra 3, so that's 12. So we need 22 of these guys. But yeah, no, that would be really useful. Having that, because then we could turn... as soon as we can automate the cobblestone, Jesus Christ speaking. As soon as I have a basic miner, we can turn air into cobblestone, and we can turn a cobblestone, half of it into smooth stone, and half of it into the stuff. Or actually, no. You know what? I'm probably gonna go and make... Oh, these are cheap. Jesus. I'm probably gonna make 3 miners. Right? 3 miners seems like a good idea. Can we make them right now? No, we need the next step, right? Or not. Okay. Yeah, okay, we need a sturdy machine frame, which is a coal gear, which needs casting. Okay, yeah, no, we are well away. We're well away. Okay, brick furnace. Guessing that this is the same speed. Just gonna try. Might even be slower, but it's pretty much the same speed. Let's take this and... Did I get it? No. God damn it. Okay, it's not gonna come back down, is it? No. You know, sometimes I just surprise myself with my own stupidity. Like, it's kind of wild if you think about it. So what's the final oh god. But I think we only need 1. Combine singularities and all the eyes. And that makes the final techium. But we need many, I'm assuming. Because this is going to require like a bunch, probably. I'm going to press U on this. No. U. It doesn't even show the recipe. But that feels... Oh god, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be bad. We're going to need a bunch of these. That's fine. Actually, these don't seem that expensive. Steel, Invar, Electrum, Bronze. All things that we are going to be able to make. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of FE per tick. But that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You know, when you're playing a pack like this, you should never look at the last quest line, because you are just going to brick your brain. He says while working with bricks. But no, it's... Brick smoker. It's just a smoker. That makes sense. Let's make this. Brick blast furnace. That's going to be pretty useful. Pretty tasty. Tasty delish. So place you in there and you in there. That makes smooth stone. And that means we can now start making glass, because glass requires blasting. I have 2 sand. I'm guessing we need more. Stores fluids for the strainer to use. Okay, that's neat. And just like with the excavator, this is really simple. Getting the whole thing with the... I don't like breaking things that break in a 3x3 just in case something happens with the wood. But no, this is really useful for just speeding through stuff. And you probably need fuel. Take longs. I have more. And we get a free clipboard. Oh, okay. So we can actually write tasks that we want to do, but I can also just bookmark them. So I don't really need this. But hey, I've taken a poop today, so that's pretty good. I genuinely don't know why we need a strainer tank. I'm guessing maybe for like other strainer fluids, but not water. So I might skip making that for now. Because I don't feel a need for this. Other than, I mean, okay. That I can fill up a tank. That would be useful. But it's a lot of glass, man. It's a lot of glass. So, okay, here's the plan. First, I'm going to make these guys, the mechanical pipes for moving liquids. That'd be nice. And then, if I had remembered to put these guys in, we're going to make the logistical transporters from Mechanism. Those are going to be omega useful for me in a sec. Especially combined with the configurator, because otherwise, you know, kind of pointless to even own them, but yeah. So what I was thinking is that I'm going to make a bunch of cloches, and I'm going to set these up here. So we're going to have, I think 4. 4 would be nice, and then we're going to pump those into a chest. Just to get some actual basic automation, because I'm going to need a lot of lime leaves if I want to get, like, reliable automatic clay and stone right now. Because we are getting into melting now. And for that, we need a bunch of gravel, sand, and clay. So yeah, we're gonna need that. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. So pretty much this is what I had in mind, and it's working, and it's producing stuff. Yeah, nice. And then we put this in here, and we get clay. So to make melting, we need to first make grout, which then turns into black bricks, which turns into a fluid mover, which is probably really useful. And then black bricks, and it's a smelter. I think it's a tinker smelter. I don't know why I put leaves in there. I'm kind of dumb. I was waiting for that to happen, but it didn't, because I put leaves and not dirt. Okay. Because I'm lazy, I mean, I could do the calculations and know how much grout I need, but I'm just gonna go with half a stack of gravel and half a stack of sand, and we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, I don't even have that much clay, so, you know, that's also a bit of an issue, actually. If I break this with a hammer, that doesn't give me gravel. No. That would have been too easy. Alright. But either way, clay or no clay, we get 54 of these guys, which may or may not last us however long, we'll see. I should probably make some more of that good old coal stuff, but I'm just not gonna do it. I have enough logs to fuel my stuff. I'm actually feeling lucky today, punk, so I'm just gonna... Actually, wait, there's a guide. How do we craft... how do we build the actual machine? Oh. Okay, look. I think we might only need to make one of each, and we don't actually need to make any of the black bricks. I mean, other than for the fact that we need a solidifier. But, let's see here. So we need... Let's start with 6 of these. There we go. And that should make 1 solidifier. And then we need another... Oh, 8 of these for the controller. That's neat. And then another 8 just bricks for the tank. Well, that's fine. That's not too bad. We can make the tank straight away. There we go. Alright, and we have the controller. So, I guess I'm gonna just put these next to each other. So if I do like, let's do it here. Do you, and you. Does that work? Not filtering fluid, click the toggle, locking fluid. Okay, so we need to get the bucket. We need to get a bucket of water. This is probably gonna break my bucket, or whatever. And then we put this into here, and then we get hot water. Which, you know, just awesome. I love just having a piece of hot water in my hand. And then we right-click that, and we have hot water. Okay. So next step is gonna be pressing OK. Good job. I did that quest. We need a bunch of coal now. That's pretty much it. Which is good because we have just logs galore. Because we need coal to make the mold. Okay, we don't need it to make the molds. That's fine. But we do need it to make coal gears and coal blocks. And we need coal gears to start making basic miners. And builder's generator. The builder's generator will allow the creation of some decorative blocks. It works for most colored Techopolis blocks. Okay, so that's how we do... Oh, resource generator. Builder generator. So that makes... Generator. Let's see here. So if I make a... Builder's generator. So, okay, we don't have resource generators. That makes sense. But the way I think, the top slot is the block you want. Top right slot is for speed upgrades. So you put the speed... Or you put the block that you want in here and it will produce that. That's pretty good. Alright. That kind of makes it like a pseudo stone farm, if you think about it. But if I put this in here now, that should work. Yeah. Okay, that did work, and it didn't use up that much of my stuff. So now we have molten coal, and all I need is to make this a bit more grout. Teeny tiny bit. Alright, I think for now I'm just gonna go with the gear mold. I don't feel the need for the block mold just yet, but if I do this, that's now gonna craft those. How many do I need? So we need, each of these is 1, and each one of these requires 1. So we need 1 cobblestone, stone, sand, gravel, clay, and grout. So that's 6. And we can make how many with this? Can we make 6? We might be able to make 6. So coal gears are now done. And then I just need to make a bunch of these guys, which is a lot of smooth stone and a lot of stone things, stone gears. Could I? Molten stone. Oh my god, I can just make them like this. Ooh, that is 4 stone each time though. For cobblestone, which is gonna be quite a lot. Oh wait, do we need to make... Give me a sec. Oh yeah, no, we need hotter stuff. We can't do that. That's fine. I just need a bunch of wood. Done. And a bunch of stone. Easiest way to do this is probably just making one of these first, just straight away. Let's get the where's this? There we go. Let's get that. Let's make 2 of these and just start with the machine that makes cobblestone. We're just gonna make cobblestone from the beginning. That's fine. Make 1 of these. And then we need a bunch more, because that's a lot of cobblestone right there, Jesus. Luckily, I have a lot of cobblestone. It wasn't even an issue. So I think we needed 6 of these, right? Yeah, 6 normal ones, and then 6 compressed ones. And more sticks. There we go. Okay. So now we can make 1 of these. Basic miner. Now comes the real expensive part, I think, which is going to be the wooden scaffolding. How do we craft that? Super easily. Stupidly easily. And by my calculations, we need 21 of these for each, and you get 3 per recipe, which is 29 divided by 3, which is roughly 9 and a bit. 9 and a bit recipes. That should be easy enough, because I have all the stuff that I need. Just gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Boom. 36. That's too many, but whatever. Now, where do we place this stuff? Do we go this way? I think this way. So if this is the like techium ingot area, then this way could be the material area. Yeah. I don't actually know how much space we need for this, because, you know, I mean, it's gonna be the 6 of those, but I might have to make multiple ones of each, maybe, because we're gonna need so many of them. I'm just gonna do this for now. That should probably be enough, and then they're gonna be on the sides. That'll be fine. I do need some more cyan though. All right, let's see if this how this works. If I place that, then what? There are 6 different there are 6 different miner placers. Using these on any of tier miner will place the required structure for the miner. Great. So if I search miner wiener placer, how do I place my wiener? Oh, that's how. So we need to buy these. Well, I could just build them myself. I'm just gonna build them myself. The hard part with some of these is that you actually need to do like the whatchamacallit. You need to get a 3x3x3 of each item as well in the middle. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have a look at that. Actually, no, it's 4 blocks high, which is fine for cobblestone. I mean, that's not that bad. It's just a bunch of cobblestone. But man, that's gonna be a lot of the other stuff. Especially clay, because I do not have a lot of dirt. And I don't think that this can make dirt, right? That was not one of the 6. Yeah, no, alright. But now this is producing, so we should see 2 cobblestone. Yeah, 2 cobblestone each cycle. It's not super fast, but it's better than nothing. Now we just have to make a bunch more of those, which I can do if I remember to make stuff, which I probably didn't do, but oh well. I actually just figured out something genius as well. I can put a lime leaf in here with some lime logs, and it's gonna make leaves faster. So, you know, I didn't have to wait that long. So that's good. Can I make another one of these now? Do I have the stuff for that? Yes, I do. Okay, so we have 2 of those, and then we just need a bunch of cobblestone, which coincidentally, we can actually do this as well. I'm just gonna do a little blop. There we go. We have a lot of cobblestone. What a stack, actually. 3 cobblestone. Here's another thing that I do know, but I'm gonna ignore. So I know I can use, like, the scaffolding from the other machine as part of this just to save on money, but, like, let's be real, this is, it's not exactly expensive, you know? It's just wood, and a bit more wood, and then some extra wood, and it's fine. This might be the most I've ever done in, like, an episode 1 of one of these. I mean, other than the episode 1s I did for Stone Block, because I did, like, a, you know, 2-hour episode that I recorded for hours and hours and hours. But I'm doing some progress, man. Like, pretty decent stuff here. We already have automatic cobblestone and wood, and we're about to have automatic sand and gravel. I mean, am I gonna be able to do the clay today? Ooh, that's a tough one, actually. I would like to do it though, because then we can automate grout. Do I automate grout before clay? I might do grout before clay, actually. Because you get 3 grout per clay, but you only get 1 clay per clay. Right? We need 4 clay to do. So, And I can't wait until we research drawers, because this... Oh man, it's gonna be so much nicer just having everything in literally one spot. But I'm fine with this. They gave us logistical transporters super early, like crazy early. And in a really cheap way, which I don't mind. Let's see, we need 1, 2, and 3 more of those. And now we have gravel. Neat. And now we just need to do sand. I need more sand than this, though. I think. How much is it? It's 3 by 3 by 3. That's 9 times 3. That's 27 plus 1 extra, which is 36. Close. That was really close. And there we go. We put these down. And this is now also automated. Right? Yeah. We're gonna make the speed upgrades eventually. How expensive are they? Because they were in the last chapter. Did these work for the miners as well? I don't actually know. So this is from the Techopolis mod, yeah. Techopolis. That's a lot of items, Ben. You've been working real hard on this, dude. Where are the speed upgrades for these bad boys? Those are data models. That's not what I'm looking for. Those are drawer cores, and I have no idea. It might actually be worth making some of these guys, because that could reduce like 200 ticks. That's 10 seconds. So if I put 3 of those in this guy, that goes from a minute down to like half a minute, which is a lot less, which would make the dirt faster, because we are going to need so much clay. I think I'm going to do that. I have a lot of smooth stone. I have a lot of stone. I have a ton of wooden gears. So 1, 2, 3. How many do you need? You need 4 per each. So that's 1. And that would be 2. I think 2's fine. Yeah. And then this is another 2. So 1, 2. And then just a bunch more of this stone, which is fine. We can make it really fast now. Alright, it's not quite 3, but it's 2. Which is still 20 seconds faster, which is quite a bit. So now we are gonna get a bit faster dirt, which is a-okay with me. So we can place it in here, get some more of that. So we need 36 of these guys, which means we need about a bit over 2 stacks of clay balls. And each one of these dirt gives us 2. 2. So we need a stack of dirt. That's a lot of dirt. I am really thoroughly, yes, that is English. That is such good English speaking. I'm thoroughly enjoying this right now. I'm just doing my miners, putting down my things, and it's definitely a miner. That's a topical and contemporary joke right there. But I'm really enjoying this. I'm doing them. I have all the 6 down. Now I just need to make the materials, and some of them real easy, like the stone. I'm just gonna put some more stone on smelting, and we'll have that in a minute. Grout is going to be easy as soon as the clay is down. The problem is getting the clay down. It's just pain. It's just pain. I mean, I might just leave things running for a bit and come back when I have enough leaves to make all the dirt that's required. Because, like, I'm getting it. It's getting there, but it's not doing it very quickly. That is a lot of waiting later, but I now have automatic clay. It gives you clay blocks? Nah, no way. I thought it was gonna give like a single clay every time, but nah. Actual blocks of clay and blocks of grout. These are very good news. So now we can go down here. We can keep going, which is gonna be making, first we gotta make blocks of coal. Do we need to do the gems? Maybe? Oh yeah, no, we just need to make coal. Kind of. I'm not gonna do the gem mold. I don't feel like I need it. I have so much charcoal anyways, I'm just gonna make it straight into the blocks. And while we wait for that to make enough grout, we can just use clay the normal way. Because like that gives us over a stack, which means this gives us 3 stacks of grout just instantly. And now that I have this much clay, I can also just start making some more of these furnaces. Because like, that would be nice, having more blast furnaces. But first, we make the block mold like so. Put that in here. Get some... put that in here. That's better. We get some water. We warm that up. I can do that in here, right? Or does it need to be blasted? It does not make sense if it needs to be blasted, but it might have to be... It has to be blasted. And then eventually, this is going to lead us down here to making coke bricks. And that's black bricks plus molten coal. And we need 27 of those. So we need 27 black bricks. Which really isn't that bad. I mean, that's fine considering how easy that stuff is now. I mean, if I go over here, we have the equivalent of another 3 just laying around, so... And I already have 2 stacks on me. So that's nice. It just takes time. But soon, it's not gonna take time, because I'm gonna have another one. And just to do some math, how much do we get from each one? We get 80 millibuckets. Okay, so we're gonna need... Yeah, we're gonna need 27 charcoal, which again, that's super cheap. Like, isn't this supposed to be expensive or something? I don't know. Okay, there we go. 2 of these, put some more of that in there, and then we do you. And then we go back to waiting. Yay, I love waiting. Put you in there, that should probably be enough. That's however many that is. Like, 5 times 15. So this is now producing the blocks. Awesome, and we just keep waiting for this, and as soon as we have 27, we'll be good. Well, I'm gonna have to re-smelt this stuff when we have 3 of them, but that's fine. Coal blocks turns into coal, turns into more smelt. Do you need to be water? How do I do you? If I put you in here, you need 1,000. So you need lava. How do I do that? Cobblestone melter, but to make that we need coal coke. And to make coal coke, we need the coke oven. And to make the coke oven, we need smelted coal. Can I smelt this at a lower? No, that's still 1,000. How do I... How? Like, genuine question, how? How do I get... Charcoal can be smelted at lower, but that's not the same... It is the same thing. Then why is it... Okay. Sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, I understand that you need an actual coal to do the whole, like, coal coke thing. But, like, this is just obnoxious. This is genuinely just obnoxious. Oh, well. Once again, I am given the dilemma of where in the absolute frick, yes, I said frick, that's how serious this is, am I going to place my thing? The thing. Let me just do one of these and get the hammer. So this was like the miscellaneous machines area, so I'm guessing it's gonna go over here. Like we can probably do this. It's not that important, though we should probably automate it at some point. Do I have a pickaxe? Do I own a pickaxe? No, I don't. Alright. But yeah, it's probably gonna have to get automated at some point, but for now, this is gonna be more than fine. I don't really care, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna place it down. There we go. We're gonna right-click it in the middle. Boom. Done and done. So the only thing that does need to be automated is we need to make a tank in which we can place all the creosote... can never say that word. Creosote oil so we can move it over here. But that is about it, I think. It should be, anyway. Also, I think I need this, the fluid mover. So I'm gonna make that. No clue if I actually do need it, but whatever. Now comes the fun part. Let's just put the coal in here and wait a billion trillion hours. Yay. And since we have so much stuff, I'm just gonna make 2 stacks of glass just straight away. Make a bunch of tank stuff. If I can do it, we'll use this. This is fine. This is good fuel. You go in there. You go in there. Muscle top. So armed with my new tank friends over here, should be as easy as putting a basic fluid tank here, mechanical pipe here, do a little beep boop, and this should now fill up. Nice. So we have 5 buckets in here, and 5 buckets is so much more than we need right now, but it's going to be useful to have. So if I place it here, and then do this, and then do that, like so. We now have air, hot water, creosote. Is this where this guy comes in? Oh! Contains hot water. So if I place that in here, like, no, like that? No? Okay, sure, whatever. That's fine. We have 5 of those, so I think it's like each log. Each log is the same as 4 of those, so that's 5,000. 10 logs. Math. How do I move the creosote into here? Did I put it in a fuel tank? This isn't the fuel tank. If I oh god. Problem solved. I just pulled it out again. No. Oh god damn it. Okay, let's try that again. Oh god. How do I? Can I? Nope. Oh, okay. Well, we have hot water in there now. I'm just gonna leave that be. Oh god, this is why I shouldn't be allowed to play Minecraft for this long at a time. Where is my thing? It's right there. Double click. Does it go in? Where did my stuff go? That's the wrong fluid tank. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I just shouldn't be allowed. That is now going in. That is now working. That is great. And now we have treated wood planks, which is awesome. So now we could actually, if I make a single chest right here, just a normal wooden chest, we can make a rock washer, which is in the next chapter. So right here we have the rock washer, can be used to find copper ore pieces inside of cobblestone. Copper ore can also be turned into copper ore pieces. So put water in here. Put a... Do we need to put a focus? Maybe? No. No focus gives us just copper ore pieces. And these get turned into raw copper, which then gets smelted. You know, the good stuff. So we are now getting really close to being able to make the first technium machine. We just need to get some copper, basically. I need to automate copper and then automate the making of the copper gears. Or something like that. And preferably the rods, because that's probably really important. Oh, goody. That is a nice recipe right there. But yeah, that's going to be easy. That's going to be easy. But it's also going to have to be next time, because that's all the time I have for today. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, and you haven't already, please consider subscribing, as I really do appreciate it, and it really helps out the channel. Like the video, subscribe. I already said that. Join the Discord, link is in the channel, and video description. That's going to be it for this time. I'm going to sit here and wait. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.